welcome back to my channel. It snowed, which is nice. Like yesterday it snowed all day long, and today the sun is shining, which is my favorite winter weather when there's snow on the ground and sun in the sky. Except it's cloudy, but that's okay. In today's video I'm going to talk a little bit about the movie Aquaman. I went to the cinema 2 days ago with my husband, and it was actually our first time to go to the cinema here in China, and I have to say we had a great experience from beginning to end. The movie tickets for 2 people cost only 74 yuan, which in US dollars is roughly $11, and in euros I think it's like 9 euros, and that's for 2 people. So it was a 3D movie. Usually whenever I went to 3D movies in Germany, I could usually not see them correctly because of my eyes, but this was the first time I could actually experience a 3D movie in a proper way. I think they have different glasses here, so it was a great experience, even for me. The reason we haven't gone to the cinema in China before is just there's a very limited choice of movies here, foreign movies that they show in China. So just until now, my husband and I could never agree on which movie we wanted to watch, and then we just usually end up not going. But I guess with this great experience, we're gonna go more often from now on because we had a lot of fun. Now it's a little bit more quiet, and I just got myself, something to drink and a piece of cake. So, yeah, here's my review of Aquaman. Well, as I said before, usually we can decide what movie to watch, but I think sometimes we put too much thought into it, and then we just think too much, and then we decide against it. But when we went to the cinema 2 days ago, it was actually more of a spontaneous decision. We were just walking around the shopping mall, and then we're like, hey, let's check out the cinema, and let's see what movies they have. And then I asked what movies they had in English, and they had only 2. One was Spider-Man, and the other one was Aquaman. And hey, I mean, who hasn't seen Game of Thrones and who didn't like Khal Drogo? Come on. So I figured, hey, why not? Let's watch it. And my husband loves action movies. I don't mind action movies. I just usually don't watch those superhero movies. So whatever blockbusters have been there in the last, 5 years, 10 years, I didn't really see them. So anyway, we decided to go, and we really enjoyed watching the movie. It was entertaining from the beginning until the end. I have to say, however, that a lot of it was really predictable. I might spoil the movie for some of you who haven't seen it yet, so you might want to stop here and go to the cinema and watch it. Parts of the movie were very predictable, given that the main character is called Arthur, and that in the story there is this mythical trident that has been lost for a long time, and that only the one true king can find and use. Well, I guess we all heard that story before from, King Arthur and the magical sword that he has to pull out of a stone. Well, the plot of Aquaman does follow the plot of the story of King Arthur. Arthur is kind of this underdog, being that he is half human and half mer person, and the other mer people, especially his royal brother, who's the current one of the kings, he is really, really against Arthur's claim to the throne. Even though Arthur is the firstborn of the queen, the mer people don't really like him because they think he has tainted blood or whatever. They're incredibly racist. But Arthur obviously is the one true king, so he's the one who manages to find that magical trident. And naturally, what would little Arthur be without his Merlin? The character of Merlin from the ancient tale is played by Willem Dafoe. He is actually like an advisor to the current king, but he is the one who defends Arthur's claim to the throne, at least in the backgrounds. He teaches Arthur everything he needs to know when he grows up, and he teaches him how to fight. He teaches him about his people and tells him that he's the king and the rightful heir to the throne. Other things that were kind of predictable was that obviously Nicole Kidman, who plays Arthur's mother and who is always said to be dead, it was kind of obvious that she wasn't dead and that she would reappear at the end of the movie, because first of all, they don't just hire an expensive actress like Nicole Kidman for the first 5 minutes of the movie and then just she doesn't reappear. Come on. And also, usually if you don't happen to see a character die on screen, that means sometimes they just reappear. You know, in Game of Thrones, the Hound, nobody saw him die. We were just made to think that he died, and he came back anyway. So, you know, don't trust everything that you see in a movie. Question it. And, well, despite all that, the movie was lots of fun. Like, even though I could say, oh, this and this and this is gonna happen next, didn't matter. It was funny anyway. Like, there was a lot of action, there was a lot of CGI effects, and it was really cool, really entertaining. Actually, there was also great music in the movie. The only storyline that didn't quite seem to fit into the movie, but that was necessary so they could make a second part of the movie, was, well, actually, Aquaman finding his nemesis. I think he's called Mantis. That was the first thing that happened in the movie after Aquaman was born, basically. He was rescuing a submarine, and he left one of the pirates who attacked the ship to die, and then the son of the pirate is now Aquaman's arch enemy, which they had to do to make sure that there would be like a plot line for the second movie, so that there's a guy who's really angry at him and tries to, you know, kill him or whatever. But it was very unlike Aquaman to let the guy die, so they could have done that a little better maybe. Anyway, another thing was at the end of the movie, as soon as the credits started, everyone in the cinema got up and left the room. There were only, well, 4 people left. My husband, I, and then 2 other people who actually sat through the music and the credits. And obviously after like half a minute of credits, there was an extra little scene in which we saw that Manta obviously wasn't dead, even though everybody thought, oh, he must have been destroyed, but no, we didn't see him die, so yeah, of course he's alive, and yeah, of course there's gonna be a movie part 2 with Manta or Mantis or whatever his name is fighting against Aquaman. Just Hollywood movies are very predictable. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. And if you haven't seen it yet, well, if you have a day off and get a bit of money, then go to the cinema and watch that movie. It's a lot of fun. And I hope you like this little review. It was filmed on my DJI Osmo Pocket. I hope the music in the background isn't too noisy. Like, let me know what you think about the sound quality. I'm in a cafe right now, so let me know what it's like, and I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, please give this video a thumbs up, let me know in the comments what you thought about the movie, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!